Aaron Schoenke has put out this false, I want to be transparent, but will delete your comments when you ask certain questions. And he made some criteria, right? Someone's like, hey, would you stop deleting comments that ask you tough questions about the process? You say they're nothing but negative, even though they are from frustrated fans that just wanted transparency from you. Like, I don't even know why you guys fall for his I'm going to be transparent. The guy has proven to be like a goddamn, I mean, what can you say, liar? Untrustworthy, I think is a better word. We love questions, but what we do not tolerate, oh my God, man. What we do not tolerate is false information, slander, or insult. So if someone posts something that's false, you say you need to correct them, right? If you delete them, then it's like, now they're going to think it's true, Aaron, because you deleted it. That will get deleted. If you have a question, ask with kindness, dog. What a little pansy. Be kind when asking me questions. I don't, like, it's that time of the month for Aaron. Second part, I had to look into this because I've forgotten all about the incident. I reached out to him, as in Deoxy, kindly about removing. Kindly? You threatened a fucking lawyer, dog. Oh, man. About removing or rephrasing the title, dog. He didn't reach out to me to rephrase nothing. He could get bent, which I told him, I was like, I would have told him no. He ain't nobody. With me saying, please do not state your video as fact, but rather your opinion. Like, dude, shut up. He'd just be like, fuck, you better shut up. Stating opinions as fact is slander, and if continued, I would have to get my lawyer involved. Bro, really? He's going to get his lawyer involved because his feelings got hurt online? This conversation was also not about Legend of the White Dragon, I believe. I even offered him an interview to clear up that. Dude, fuck you and your interview, dog. I've offered you an interview, bro. Where's the Francis interview? Where's the No Holds Barred Legacy of Fluff interview? Anywho, some people said, hey, let me correct this by saying, why do people who actually work for Bat in the Sun say they didn't get paid by Aaron? It's not people online. It's the people who actually work for Bat in the Sun. He's talking about some people who came up. Good question. Well, who is saying that? Actors that were used before 2012? Do you have a list of names? Like, because there are people he didn't pay. He didn't keep track of everyone who didn't pay. So you have to be very specific with him with these questions. Like, just be like, hey, what happened with Space Bears that was worked on by Laughing Dragon Studios? Hey, what's up? Why is the IMDb page down? Gone. Why is that credit removed from you? Why did you ask about bringing it back and then deleting it from IMDb? Recent reports and discussions have indicated a pattern of behavior from Aaron Schoenke, a co-founder of Bat in the Sun, where various individuals, including former employees and artists, have claimed they were never paid for their contributions. Key details regarding these allegations: an individual who worked with the company told a story about not being paid for their work, and they were reportedly no formal contracts or paperwork involved. So he can say, like, he doesn't even address this. Because there's never a contract. Because then you can hold him accountable. So it's all word of mouth. Hey, we'll give you this rate per day. It was reported that even actor Jason David Frank was surprised to learn that people working on projects were not receiving payment. This is true. This is true. These are all allegations that a special effects artist in Russia who is a fan and possibly paralyzed or quadriplegic is being taken advantage of by doing work for little or no money. This is true. This is true. The original actor who played the Joker for Bat in the Sun also claimed he was never paid. These non-payment issues are part of broader recent criticism and controversy surrounding Bat in the Sun and the delays of their film Legend of the White Dragon. Now, what would have made this comment stronger is he would have just said the names, because Aaron's gonna be like, well, I don't know who you're talking about. This is just buzz from the web if you want to address any of that. Hey, man, thanks for posting this. This helps. So if the first person, it doesn't state their name, so that's not credible. Why? Because if they state their name, he'll start the smear campaign like he did for Tatiana, like he did for Kevin Porter. Sounds like a made-up story to generate drama. It's 100% not. I verified him. I'm not going to say too much about it, but that person despises Aaron. Our effects artist is paid. He is also a dear friend, so that's BS. No. The question was not that he was paid, but he was paid low. He had a low pay, low pay, low pay. He's paralyzed doing work for little to no money. Little to no money. Hey, is he still making, what was it, $10 an hour when it started? The original Joker they are referring to is Paul Monar, although technically I played Joker for Bat in the Sun before because he got to throw it in. But I love Paul. He's fantastic. Paul appeared in the early years of Bat in the Sun when everything was founded by my job in Starbucks or at Apple. So that was the hustle area where no one got paid. We haven't worked with Paul in over 15 years. Bro, bro, bro. But the beatdown, Ninjak, Valiant Universe, Power Rangers, Street Fighter, Challenge, Dying is Easy, Legend of the White Dragon, everyone was paid. Yeah. Yeah, they were because they had outside money. Outside money. What about the $100 a day some actors were paid? Yeah. All right. Have no stake in it either way. You just seem to want to know what people were saying. This is like you fell for the trap, John Lee. He knows what they're saying. I put out like 100 videos on him. He's chronically on the internet. You think he's not watching them? What do you think? When his high school friend interviews and he calls him out for reusing the Batman Beyond Year One score for Legend of the White Dragon, you think it's a coincidence he put out like some little statement like, oh, we reused it? You think that's a coincidence? Come on, man. It's statements like this. John Lee, it's statements like his answer that shows he isn't telling the whole truth. Foregoing the money made on YouTube in the early days, it's nothing like today. Then ad revenue was way more by view count. Huh? Not telling the whole truth. You're making assumptions. Our YouTube page did not get monetized until the beatdowns in 2012 when we partnered with Machinima. You guys so badly want conspiracy theories, but there is none. I have to look into that. Thank you. This is where he gets triggered. Haley Grace Peterson. Paul Monar was the best Joker ever. What a genius portrayal. How did you tell Paul you were going to be taking over the role? Must have been a hard conversation, hoping he could reprise his portrayal again, right? Now she's trolling his ass because she watched the Paul Monar interview and she knows he didn't tell it because you literally got Paul like saying I was never told. And here's Aaron. This is a complete lie. I asked Paul to be in our dance off Loot Crate video with Batman and the Guardians, but he was unavailable, sadly. Nah. So I stepped in, having played the Joker before, and the rest is history. A photo of me and the Joker went viral for fans. Wanted me as the Joker, although Paul is still one of my favorites. Paul was never told about this. Paul was never told. Paul was never asked. Paul was flying from New York to LA on his dime at Aaron's request. There was no, hey, I asked you to be in this. Could you do it? Never happened. Never happened. But look, man, like Paul is doing other stuff. Could I call him and ask him to come back and clarify this or call Aaron a liar? I probably could. And it would be nothing. But look where Paul is at in his life. And look where Aaron is at in his. Do you think Paul wants to be a part of this? I think I spoke to Paul probably like a week or two ago. Just hey man, just catching up. So anyway, I see. So you sat down and had a conversation with him about it. It wasn't like he was caught off guard. Transparency is key. Appreciate you answering these questions. We miss Paul greatly. Now she knows this is a trigger for him. She knows it was a trigger. No, sit down. He lives in New York. Called him and asked him if he was available, and he wasn't. Simple as that. That's great. You're a fan of Paul. He's a great Joker. Remember, back in the day, Aaron said Paul was the best Joker. But now that Paul won't pick up his phone calls or return his text messages, he was just a great Joker. He did the same thing to Kevin Porter. When Kevin Porter was there, he was the best Batman. When Kevin Porter, they fell out because of the Sean Piccinino stuff where Aaron trying to become director. Now he's top tier Batman. There's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. Oh, wow. I'll be absolutely devastated if I was Paul. What a strong individual. Make me love him even more. Thanks for confirming what a good man Paul is. Thanks again. Whatever makes you sound legit, my guy. Steve Cantalino is just not buying any of it. Not buying. Devastated. It was a deadline based on loot crate. We called him to see if he was available and he wasn't. So we had to recast. Pretty standard in the industry. Recasting is pretty common. We had to do it many times. Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, Deadpool, Wolverine, Catwoman. All people who ain't working with Aaron no more. All of them. And he's quick to say everyone played Batman, but he's only using Kevin Porter's Batman when he posts Batman. No one else's. So I present facts and then you walk away. Good to know your false assumptions are thin. And here go Haley. Just my feelings on the matter. Doesn't make me right or wrong. I understand recasting for a deadline. However, replacing the role altogether without notice, I'm not sure. Did you notify the other cast members that they were being replaced? Did Harley know? Did Batman? Superheroes have feelings too. I appreciate your transparency always. Thanks for being open. She's just trolling his goofy ass. Just trolling him. Your facts are alternative. I don't debate those. That doesn't even make sense, Lo. Alternative? So you ignore facts and listen to hearsay? Bro, you literally had Paul Monard talk about it. While I was on the channel. It's not like I was like, hey, I said this. Like, it's just Aaron is so low scale to what all the people who used to work with him that would never work with him are doing now. It is what it is. I'm sorry you can't comprehend the statement. Alternative facts. Bat in the Sun is here, say directly from the horse's mouth. Because if so, then yes, they must have saw the Paul Monard interview. From who? Who is saying that we receive ad revenue from Machinima? I'm literally asking for facts. You're being so vague not to answer questions, bro. Like, I wish we could look it up. I'm providing facts, straight answer. It seems you can't back your accusations because they are fake. Like, bro, it's crashing out. I love to see him crash out. I love to see him for hours going back and forth with people in the comments section. That's how I know. That's how I know he don't got nothing going on. I don't even go back and forth with people in the comments section. Okay, so now you're shifting what your original allocations were because I proved them wrong. How did you prove them wrong? Did you show when your channel got monetized or you just said it? Now we're in a new topic. The plan was for the film to come out last year. That wasn't a lie. But the film simply took longer to finish. Color correction did take a long time. Reshoots, dog. Your reshoots. Let me explain. How's that sex scene? That's what you got to be like. But hey, is there a sex scene in there? Is there a sex scene in there? With you and Sierra Hannah? Is it? Yes or no? That's not a spoiler, is it? Firstly, on our side, we had to prep. Bro, I can't with him, man. When he starts doing this, getting the maximum bit, bro, this color correction BS. We did it 3-4 times during that, bro. No one cares. I mean, if you want to read it, pause it. That's a lot of words to say 40 hours isn't long. You keep moving the goalposts with the release. You say you are going to do another Kickstarter until it releases. You then change that when it goes to distribution. Hopefully I got it. I'm just here to see it come to a head. You changed the amount for this new one because there was no way you were getting 1 million. Again, I suggest to watch those videos on stream and react with receipts. Till then, good amount of us won't believe you till Legend of the White Dragon releases, if it does. And they posted the 620 clip. I think we got beatdowns locked in. We will be launching an Indiegogo to raise money. The money show after White Dragon is completed and released later this year. We're so excited for you to see White Dragon and then return Beatdown. We're also got a few other amazing projects on the horizon. Thank you all. Okay, once again, easy explains the other allegations, and you moved it again. So answer your next question. Yes, originally we planned to launch the Kickstarter for Beatdown after the release of White Dragon, but with the release unexpectedly taking longer, we launched the Beatdown sooner. Next allegation or conspiracy you would like me to explain? You just moving the goalposts. Everything will come to a head. True. You have tried. Have a good night. Sure, Jan. Sweet dreams. Good point, Steve. Very unfortunate we haven't been able to see Legend of the White Dragon yet. It's unfortunately going to make it harder for fans to want to contribute to Bat in the Sun's and other projects without having seen Legend of the White Dragon come to fruition yet. Thank you so much for asking questions. I'm sure Aaron appreciates you asking questions as he always likes answering and having a dialogue back and forth. He loves being transparent. Thank you, Steve. Bro, Haley Grace, man. Wasn't the Chat GPT response? It's the answer he was looking for, genius. And he said it helped. Not sure what the problem is, bro. Oh, man. Harlan Taint says, there are no facts unless there is solid proof. They said, of course, Aaron not going to say anything that'll damage Bat in the Sun, but still boils down to words with only. Aaron doesn't have solid proof. So look, he comes back. He comes back. He told him good night, then came back. Solid proof of what? Again, watch the videos on stream, react to them, and bring receipts. Otherwise, it's all just words, or better yet, hearsay. Bro, look, man, I love Steve, dog. Steve, if you're watching this, man, come on stream. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk a bit, man. Let's talk a bit. So you can't defend anything you're saying. You follow the words of clickbait hater channels with unverified claims of just words from people. People, bro. These people work with him. I'm here asking you to provide facts. And he's saying, hey, watch the videos and react to them so I can help provide info, but you can't do that. I hope you can see how thin your accusations are. And that was the end of it. Oh, man. Is this on here? Is this part of this? Let's go up. Let's go to all comments. Let's see if I can find the original one. Kevin TODT. Let's see. We're about to go through all of Legend of the White Dragon's questions to see if we can find Kevin DOT Toads. See if he left it up. I'm willing to bet he deleted it. I'm going through it, guys. Here, let's do it over here so you guys can see it. Let's do it right here. Now you guys can kind of see. All right, so look, we all the way at the top. Misconceptions. We got all comments selected. We're looking for just Kevin Totes because he probably deleted the thread. Let's see. Just look for Kevin. I think he deleted the thread. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'll be like, nah, I ain't delete the thread. Thread's right here. Got nothing to hide. I'm transparent. Even though he crashing out. Crashing out. Hey, good night. All right. Hey, you still talking? I'm back. Hey, man, watch the videos. Nah, what proof you got? Hey, watch the videos. What proof? It's gone. There you go. You got it in real time. This is why you have to screenshot him, because he is going to delete the thread. So he did all that and deleted the thread. Here's your proof. Go to his Facebook, turn on all comments, scroll down. You'll see it's gone. This guy is so thin-skinned. So thin-skinned. When he gets called out on it, when people are praising Paul Monar, when people are shitting on this Joker, because you're shitting on this Joker if you praise Paul Monar. So Tales from the Grifters comment section, more deleted comments. Just nuke the whole thread. That's wild. That is wild, man. Just nuke the whole thread because he got cooked. Because he got cooked. Is there a Henry Resilient one on here? Let's see. Control F. Henry. Nope. It's common as Henry. It's 4 of them, though. Oh, no. Nah. Just nuke the whole thread. Nuke the whole thread, dog. There you go, man. Thin skin Aaron. Worst actor in the world. Most fragile of egos. Where he, quote unquote, was defending himself with facts. Deleted the whole thread. Make it make sense. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you next video.